fast. It gets harder when you slow down.
It'll be faster than you think, probably. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Old Man River.
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Seriously, when you get a sound out, there's just too much water. It's not good.
I understand that.
I think it's
We can do
personal.
row your boat.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. But God, I don't want to do it.
What's the number on it?
549.
What are we doing?
549.
Thank you.
Happy. And then have your commencement suite ready.
I have mine ready.
549.
As we squeak.
549. Take your time.
All right, good. Good
Ready?
idea.
Just wait.
Oh, well, put it away for a second. Put it away. We were just waving.
We can't see anybody.
Commencement suite.
I'd hate to start.
I know that. But they don't have new people doing that. And she thinks it matters.
You want me to walk over and double check?
Ready?
If you're asking me, yes.
No,
if you're
there's a
asking
lady
me,
back there.
That's what I thought.
Now? Yes,
Okay.
okay.
What?
Silver
Commencement
Plate
suite.
commencement suite.
Commencement suite, 208.
Commencement.
Pomp of circumstance with the
Fanfare.
So
fanfare.
Kurt, occasionally you're going to play lead on this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes
You'll
they
see.
will.
We swap off. There'll be times when you can just sit. And not
Yep,
play.
that's what,
Yep. Get right into it.
Please remain standing. Sorry. Our national anthem is performed today by Jason Curtis, a 2022 graduate of the Applied Electronics and Computer Technology program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now you may be seated. We wish to take a moment to recognize our graduating students who are veterans and all veterans who are present with us in this assembly today. Would you please stand and receive the thanks of this community? Thank you. Good morning. It's been a long 2 years, and it is so awesome to stand here today and to look out and to see our graduates here with us. My name is Karen Normandin. I am the president of Kennebec Valley Community College. On behalf of the graduating class, the faculty, and the staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 52nd commencement exercises of Kennebec Valley Community College. Today, we honor the achievements of 375 graduates, and we celebrate the family and friends of our graduates who have accompanied them on this journey. In 2019, the college created several pathways for area high school students to concurrently earn a college credential while completing high school. This year, I am pleased to recognize 3 high school students who participated in this program. I would ask them to stand and be recognized when their name is called. Adrian O'Connell. Nice job. Adrian will graduate on June 9th from Lawrence High School. While completing his high school diploma, Adrian completed the welding certificate at KVCC and has accepted a position with Survey Steel in Augusta. Congratulations, Adrian. Michaela Furland. Michaela is also graduating on June 9th from Lawrence High School, completing concurrently the Health Science Certificate Program at KVCC. Michaela will begin our nursing program in the fall of 2022. Congratulations, Michaela. And Isabella Emerson. Isabella will graduate on June 9th from Messalonsky High School, completing concurrently the Health Science Certificate Program at KVCC. Isabella will join Michaela in the KVCC nursing program in the fall of 2022. Congratulations. Awesome. Many thanks this morning to the Blue Hill Brass, who first played at our commencement exercises in 1999, making this their 23rd year playing for us. So thank you very much. I would also like to recognize our faculty marshals this morning, Marcia Parker from the nursing department, Marge York from the business department, and Ann Davis from our nursing department. I am pleased now to introduce the guests on the dais. To my left, our commencement speaker, Christina Cannon, Executive Director of Main Street Skowhegan. Maine Community College System Board of Trustee, Ann Roosevelt. Chair of the KVCC Foundation Board, Dwight Littlefield. To my right, Dean of Academic Affairs, Kathy Engelhart. 2022 Distinguished Alumnus, Toby Bragdon, 2022 graduate, Jason Curtis, and 2022 Student of the Year, Kristen Wallaker, and finally the Dean of Student Affairs, CJ McKenna. I am pleased to introduce President David Dagler from the Maine Community College System, who will bring virtual greetings. President Dagler was named president of the Maine Community College System on January 21st, 2019. Prior to being named president, he served in various roles, including vice president and chief financial officer. He also served as chair of the Finance Authority of Maine, was appointed the interim president of the Foundation of Maine's Community Colleges, and previously served as the Director of Finance at Southern Maine Technical College. In total, President Dagler has served the Maine Community Colleges for nearly 24 years. Please welcome President Dagler.
Greetings. This is a tremendous celebration. It's a celebration of strength, commitment, and resilience. I bring my congratulations from all of Maine's community colleges across the state. To the faculty and staff, I bring my deep and heartfelt thanks from those of us throughout the system for your roles in today's celebration of success. You were agile when agility mattered most. You were innovative at a time when our students needed new approaches to achieve their dreams. You were, as you always have been, committed to the students we serve. I return to a word that was given to me in the spring of 2020. That word is awe-appreciation. I'm in awe-appreciation of your efforts, and I thank you so very much. Now, to the family and friends of these graduates, you are the binding glue that brings these students to this stage. You've set an example for all of us to follow. Working together, we can succeed. We need each other. We're not on this journey alone. Your example is something this world needs to see more today than at any other time in our lives. To the graduates of the class of 2022, I extend my deep and heartfelt congratulations. You have overcome immense challenges. You deserve to be proud of this accomplishment. As you begin your journey, know that you'll enter a world in control of your destiny. Work hard as you have, but maintain a sense of balance in your life. Remember to thank the family, friends, and faculty and staff that have supported you. Thank them with your words and thank them with your time. You enter a workplace in constant change. Stay current. Your education is not over. It's just beginning. Remember, this college will be here to support you throughout your careers. That being said, it's important to remember your value is driven by who you are, not what you do. Be kind. Give back to your community. And remember to try and understand the perspectives of others before persuading them of yours. To the women in this awesome graduating class, remember you are second to no one. This world needs your ingenuity more than ever. Make sure the people you work with recognize your value. Now, for everyone, I want to close with some words from Lin-Manuel Miranda in his book, Good Morning, Good Night. Good morning, stunner. That's you. You're just getting started. Your age doesn't matter. The sun is up. The day is new. Things may never be like this again. That could be good news or it could be bad news to you, but it's true nonetheless. Everything is changing all the time. May as well lean into it. And then he continues. Remember, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. But you're going to get back up. You're going to break hearts. You're going to change minds. You may change the world. Leave excuses by the side of the road. Don't let the world's clickbait pull you off your path. Unplug. Explore. Dream of a new terrain. The world keeps spinning. So, good night, stunner. You're just getting started. Your age doesn't matter. The stars will be out. The night will be warm. Graduates, today is a day of celebration. Please celebrate responsibly, but do celebrate. You have so much to be proud of. And thank you for letting me be part of your graduation ceremony. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Dagler. I am pleased to now welcome Ann Roosevelt, who will bring greetings from the Maine Community College Board of Trustees. Trustee Roosevelt recently retired as the Chief Executive Officer for Goodwill of Northern New England. Ann joined Goodwill in 2011 from the Boeing Company in Chicago, where she had held the position of Vice President, Global Corporate Citizenship. Her career has encompassed leadership positions in public policy, politics, the arts, and higher education. In 2013, she was presented with the Queen's Commissioner's Medal of Merit of the Province of Zeeland in the Netherlands, in recognition of her work carrying forward the legacy and values of her grandparents through the annual joint presentation of the Four Freedoms Award. Currently, Ann chairs the Roosevelt Institute in New York, serves on the boards of the Maine Community Foundation, Maine Grains, the Maine Community College System, and the Jim Brown Foundation. She is a fellow at the Center for Corporate Citizenship at Boston College and is an alternate commissioner with Roosevelt Campobello International Park Commission. Please welcome Maine Community College System trustee Ann Roosevelt.
On behalf of my colleagues on the Maine Community College System Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to be here today to extend congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. Commencement is a day of celebration. It is an opportunity for all of us here today to share with you and your families an accomplishment that is of great significance, an accomplishment that reaffirms the belief that Maine people are willing to work hard to achieve their dreams. Commencement, as the word suggests, is also a beginning. This has been your launch pad. Where will you go from here? Maine presents you with a palette of opportunities, and they are waiting for you, including further education and lifelong learning. The degree or certificate you will receive today is a symbol of your success. Your accomplishments are a testimony not only to your determination and intelligence, but also to the skill and support of the faculty and staff of this college. We are all so proud of you. On behalf of the trustees, I wish each of you the very best in your future. Congratulations.
I am now pleased to welcome Trustee Dwight Littlefield, Chair of the Kennebec Valley Community Foundation Board of Trustees. Trustee Littlefield received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maine at Presque Isle in health education. He spent 25 years in education, both in the private and public sectors. He is currently the State Director for Career and Technical Education at the Maine Department of Education, a position he has held since 2018. The KVCC Foundation today has an endowment of $5.2 million and issues more than $250,000 per year in student scholarships, student employment opportunities, and many resources. It is my pleasure to welcome the Chair of the KVCC Foundation, Dwight Littlefield.
Well, good morning and congratulations. On behalf of the KVCC Foundation Board of Trustees, I want to congratulate you on your accomplishment. And what an accomplishment it is. Over the last 2 years, you've most likely been required to take a class online that should have been in person, shared working space at home with family members, had to cancel or reschedule an event, and you may have even lost your job or been asked to work more hours. I'd be willing to bet that at least a few of these things have impacted each and every one of you. Maybe you've even experienced all of them. Needless to say, it's been a challenge. But as I look back on these last 2 years, I'm reminded of a quote that I heard when I was in high school. Attitude determines altitude. A positive attitude and that can-do spirit will always take you to the highest level. And we at the Foundation believe that today is only the beginning for you and the first example of what can be accomplished with that positive attitude and that can-do spirit. Through the work of the Foundation and its many volunteers, we hope that our support gives students the confidence to succeed and continue on that path toward a degree or certificate. You may not be aware when the Foundation has purchased a piece of equipment for your program or helped one of your classmates, either with gas money, childcare, or even a scholarship. We hope that someday you too will be in a position to support the Foundation and help a future student on their journey. As we reflect on your accomplishments today, I'm reminded of the values of our Foundation. That's excellence, community, and opportunity. We take great pride in supporting the many excellent high-level programs that KVCC has to offer. We also believe that the college plays a key role in the success of all of our communities. And most importantly, we believe that today is your opportunity. In closing, we challenge you to share in our commitment to excellence, community, and opportunity. Thank you.
Our student speaker this morning is Kristen Wallaker, selected as KVCC's 2022 Student of the Year. During the Maine Community College celebration of this year's recipients, C.J. McKenna, Dean of Students, shared the following remarks. Kristen is dedicated, driven, and has a thirst for knowledge. She is humble, not seeing herself as the trailblazer that others do, entering the electrical technology program, a field that is traditionally male-oriented, and reporting that she lacked the general knowledge and experience for this program. She approached the program as an opportunity and a challenge some days. As a single mother who worked while being a full-time student, Kristen achieved a grade point average of 3.98. Kristen experienced some challenging times and recognized that more would lay ahead of her. However, she takes on each challenge and opportunity from a focus of learning and growth. Courageous and an inspiration to us all, it is my pleasure to welcome Kristen Wallaker as our student commencement speaker.
Thank you, President Normandin. Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family members, friends, and class of 2022. It is such a pleasure to be celebrating our collective success and achievement together as a community. Today, I am celebrating my successful graduation from the Associate's Degree program in Electrical Technology. I am infused with the sense of accomplishment, as each and every one of you should be too. My fellow graduates, you know what it took to be here today. You each have your own cumulative collection of daily struggles and successes. Our achievement has come from years of personal sacrifice, shifting priorities, hard work, and a deep desire. We should all be so proud. Today is a benchmark in our journeys, the end of one chapter, the start of another. I think that's a wonderful way to look at life, a collection of chapters, and we each write our own book, our personal story. When I was nominated for Student of the Year, I felt gratitude, amazement, and if I'm being honest, a swirl of denial, like maybe they made a mistake. Being selected is a deep honor. It is also a deep personal confirmation because I've not always thought of myself as accomplished or successful. We are all ingrained with constructed beliefs that are built into our culture. I have been labeling and defining myself and others for my whole life, in true ways and in untrue ways. Isn't that what we do? We label ourselves black sheep, rebel, headstrong, clever, leader, shy, victim, survivor. Each of these labels come with beliefs that we internalize, and we act that part out, for better or worse. The reality is, at some point, each of us lives out a chapter, or several, that does not fit our internalized definition of who we want to be or how we want to see ourselves. Some of us already have, and some of us may be right now. These chapters are inevitable, and they challenge us in unexpected ways. They tell the story of death and hardship, of failure and betrayal, and they present us with opportunities to grow and evolve into resilient and complex people. I personally would not be here today, certainly not in the position I am, if not for what I, at one time, considered to be the biggest mistake of my life. In a past chapter, I got married. It started as a whirlwind of romance and ended as a grueling crawl out of the trenches of abuse. Let me tell you, I know shame. It silences us, and it reaffirmed all the negative labels and associated beliefs that I held inside. The labels we give others can also define us. like the victim or survivor of domestic violence. That was the label I smugly gave others with the belief that I would never let myself end up in that situation. I wasn't weak. I wasn't stupid. It took my own experience to realize that abuse has nothing to do with weakness or stupidity. Fighting to feel safe in my own home was one of the loneliest, hardest, and most powerful chapters I've experienced. Our dark chapters play out in so many settings: an abusive relationship, an addiction, losing a job, the death of a loved one, or a failing business. As we move forward into a new chapter today, I invite us all to look upon our dark chapters in a new light. They break down constructed beliefs, and they shift our relationship to labels. They ingrain in us perseverance, and they show us the power of our inner strength. Recognizing the relationship between our self-imposed and taught labels to how we interact with the world around us reminds us that the pen is in our hands. I want each of you to know, as I continually remind myself, the situations we end up in allow us to grow and develop, but they are not who we are. Being given labels by others or ourselves does not define who we are. And even if we do resonate with a label or a definition, it isn't permanent. I am standing here before you as proof that all of our stories will contain chapters that are easy to tell, like our collective achievement of graduation, and hard to tell, like the shame of a failed marriage. We are not less for having struggles and challenges. We are more. Please allow me the privilege to share a quote by Stephen Fry. "We are not nouns, we are verbs. I am not a thing, an actor, a writer. I am a person who does things. I write, I act, and I never know what I'm going to do next. I think you can be imprisoned if you think of yourself as a noun. What an epiphany to allow ourselves to be a verb, an action, rather than labeling ourselves a noun." Thank you, Stephen Fry. My fellow graduates, thank you so very much for joining us all today and for every action that brought you here. May you all be verbs. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Our keynote speaker this morning is Christina Cannon, the Executive Director of Main Street Skowhegan. Christina leads the organization's strategic projects and initiatives. She spends time managing and fundraising, coordinating and planning the Skowhegan River Park to improve the quality of life for its residents and to promote Skowhegan as a tourist destination. In addition, under her leadership, the Center for Entrepreneurship opened this spring, creating a co-working and meeting space that connects aspiring entrepreneurs to resources to build their businesses. Christina manages Skowhegan Outdoors, and in collaboration with AmeriCorps, this initiative provides access to outdoor spaces and free equipment. She was named the Mid-Maine Chamber 2020 Outstanding Professional and was a 2019 Maine Biz honoree, recognizing a dynamic individual who is changing Maine's economy and making a significant impact in an industry. Under her leadership, Main Street Skowhegan was awarded by the Maine Office of Tourism the 2019 Governor's Conference on Tourism Award for marketing and promotion of the town and region. She was awarded a 2011 Service Industry Advertising Gold Award and the 2013 Simpson Scarborough Scholar, an accolade recognizing young marketing professionals in higher education. Christina has 15 years of experience in the marketing communication field, having worked at a Boston advertising agency and in higher education at both Unity College and Colby College. She graduated magna cum laude from Emerson College with a bachelor's in marketing and continued on to earn her master's degree from Southern New Hampshire University in marketing, advertising, PR, and brand strategy. A native of Maine, a graduate of Kennebec High School, Christina's path to leadership led her from rural Maine to the big city and back home again. She grew up on Williams Farm in North Anson and currently lives just a mile from her childhood home with her husband John, 2 dogs and 2 cats. She loves to travel and relishes adventures in the Maine woods while paddleboarding, mountain biking, skiing, backpacking, and fishing. I am pleased to welcome Christina Cannon.
I'm thrilled to stand here this morning and offer you my sincerest congratulations. Earning a certificate or degree is a big deal. It's an even more impressive accomplishment when you're juggling school, work, and family, as I suspect many of you did. You all have a lot to be proud of, and I hope you take a few minutes to recognize your hard work and dedication that got you here. Today is a day of celebration, a day when we celebrate you and your accomplishments, skills gained, next steps, and new chapters. It's also a day when we celebrate community and all of the support and camaraderie it entails. Schools, teams, clubs, places of work, these are all communities. During your time here at KVCC, you were probably part of several. After today, you'll leave your professors and peers behind and take your newly earned skills out into our local communities. Rural Maine towns are communities at their finest. We pull together in times of crisis and smile together in celebration when the local team brings home a gold ball. With all that's negative in our world today, our local communities are the places we can turn to for support, healing, love, and stability. When a local family loses their belongings in a fire, it's the community that pulls together to host a benefit spaghetti dinner. Local businesses support Little League teams by sponsoring uniforms and scoreboards. Community members pay property taxes to support local services, pave roads, and ensure public safety. I could go on and on with examples of how our rural Maine towns embody the definition of community. As you leave here today, I encourage you to think about your roles within your own local communities. For example, I play many different roles in my communities. I'm an employee and an employer, a leader, board member, corporator, volunteer, mentor, marketer, event planner, fundraiser, resident, taxpayer, consumer, brand loyalist, outdoor recreator and adventurer, a Jeep Wrangler owner, friend, sister, granddaughter, niece, wife, a dog and cat mom, as you heard, and perhaps to some people's chagrin, I am also an agent of change. However, one of the roles I am most proud of is community developer. At my organization, Main Street Skowhegan, we are focused on community development, ultimately working to make our community the best it can be. We're doing this by celebrating and promoting our assets and things that make Skowhegan unique, by bringing people together to enjoy the outdoors and our local natural resources, by beautifying our physical spaces to make people proud of the place they call home, and by supporting our local businesses and creating community around innovation and ingenuity via our new Skowhegan Center for Entrepreneurship. We are one of several organizations working to bolster our communities, but it takes a community to build community, and we can't do it alone. I believe that the best speeches and presentations drive people to action. So here are 10 things you can do to help strengthen both your personal and local communities. I hope you consider taking me up on at least one of these suggestions. Number 1, get involved. Join Rotary Club. Help plan and execute an event. Volunteer your time with a local nonprofit. There are many to choose from in the area. We are always looking for volunteers. All of our events have volunteer committees, and we're looking for business mentors and people who would be interested in running outdoor programming or serving as a mentor in our Center for Entrepreneurship. Local volunteer opportunities are truly endless. Number 2, do your civic duty. Attend city council or select board meetings. Serve on the budget committee or run for local office. And of course, vote. Unfortunately, the lack of involvement in local government is staggering. In order to retain local control, with community members making decisions about what's best for our communities, we need more people to step up and help run our local governments. Number 3, smile at your neighbors. Say hi to people on the street or in the grocery store. According to Solara Mental Health, smiling at and with other people, whether they be friends and family or complete strangers that we come across on the street, releases a host of great hormones in our bodies, which enhance everyone's health. Stress levels are lowered, thus reducing related chance of inflammation and pain. Ultimately, the more we smile, the better off we'll all be. Number 4, shop locally. These businesses and business owners are your neighbors, and 68% of the money you spend locally stays in the local community. According to a Forbes article, multiple studies show that these small businesses reinvest in the local economy at a higher rate than chain businesses do. For every $100 spent at one of these businesses, for example, $68 stays in the community, which is more than twice the amount chain businesses reinvest. There's a direct correlation between supporting local independent businesses and having your dollars recirculate to create a multiplier effect. Number 5, explore local outdoor spaces, parks, trails, and waterways. We have so many beautiful places in this region. If exploring on your own makes you nervous, join one of our Skowhegan Outdoors programs. We lead guided hikes, teach people to cross-country ski and paddle, and even host a few campfire cooking clinics throughout the year. If you're lacking in equipment to get outside, we have more than 180 items in our community gear library that you could borrow for free, including canoes, stand-up paddleboards, tents, micro spikes, and fishing gear. Number 6, visit the farmers market. These markets are typically more than just places to purchase food. They are communities all on their own where people enjoy spending time together. Get to know your local farmers and producers. Shop for local cheese, meat, bread, veggies, honey, and more. It always amazes me how many different fresh local items I find at the market and how many great people I meet along the way. Number 7, give back. Shovel your neighbor's front steps. Donate your old shoes to the animal shelter. Give your returnables to the local Boy or Girl Scout troop. Every little bit helps. Number 8, attend a local event. In Skowhegan alone, we host several each year, including Snowfest, which features an exciting equestrian skijoring event where skiers and snowboarders are pulled by horses and riders around the track at the fairgrounds every February. You could also join us for a networking or business training event at the Skowhegan Center for Entrepreneurship. There really is a lot going on in the area if you take a few minutes to just investigate. Number 9, look around. Really look at your community. At that historic downtown with unique architecture, at the flowers planted in the community garden by volunteers. Attend a local History House program. Stroll along the sidewalk checking out the local retail shops. And don't forget to smile and say hi as you pass people on the street. It's so easy to take our towns for granted because we drive through them every day on our way to work or the grocery store. So next time you drive through, make it a point to stop and appreciate what makes your own community special. Number 10, stay informed. Take the time to learn about what's actually happening in your community. Seek out the facts and read the information. Don't just rely on social media. There are a lot of great people working hard every day to make our communities great places to live, work, and play. Every community is only as good as the people in it. Everyone must do their part to sustain our communities. But is sustaining really enough? Instead, I think we should all strive to make our communities thrive. According to an article from Forbes called How to Build Community and Why It Matters So Much, strong communities are always evolving. They are not immune from tough circumstances. Instead, they adapt and become stronger as they cope together. The most effective communities support members who take risks, try new things, and go out on limbs to create and innovate. Effective communities also embrace conflict and diversity, working through differences of opinion and making space for civil discourse and the learning that occurs from appreciating multiple points of view. Build your community by seeking new learning and stretching your own skills. When people within communities are continually developing, the communities themselves progress as well. As you can see, you've all already begun to help build your communities by learning new skills. Forbes goes on to say, we are craving community and cannot live our best lives without it. Our mental health and our physical health literally depend on being part of strong and capable communities. Remind yourself how much you matter and take action to strengthen and sustain your community. Our local communities, specifically the people and businesses within them, are the backbone of Maine and of this country. Our rural communities are great places to live because of the small town vibes, smiling employees at the local coffee shop that know your name, and the supportive, friendly nature of our neighbors. So, take your skills out into our local communities. Smile at your neighbors, shop local, volunteer, give back, and do your part to support and strengthen our communities. When communities thrive, so do the people in them.
Thank you, Christina. I now invite C.J. McKenna, Dean of Student Affairs, who will now present the Aaron Levine and Fred Whitney Awards.
The Aaron Levine Award is given in memory of Aaron Levine, a Maine State Senator. In 1967, through the 104th Legislature, Senator Levine spearheaded the appropriation of funds through the Maine Department of Education to provide post-secondary vocational programs at Kennebec Valley Vocational Technical Institute on a 3-year experimental basis utilizing the Waterville Regional Vocational Center at Waterville High School. The Aaron Levine Student Award is given to a student who has demonstrated citizenship and has been actively involved in campus and community projects. These students must have demonstrated leadership in addition to technical knowledge. This year, we have two recipients who I'm pleased to welcome to the stage. On my left, your right. The first student is Sarah Cawley from the Mental Health Program. The second student is Stephanie Bach from the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. The Fred W. Whitney Award is given in memory of the first director of Kennebec Valley Vocational Technical Institute from 1970 through 1973. The Fred Whitney Award is given to a student who, through personal sacrifice, perseverance, and determination, has demonstrated scholastic achievement and the ability to overcome personal obstacles while at Kennebec Valley Community College. This year, two students were selected, who I'm also pleased to welcome to the stage. The first student is Christopher Ellis from the Physical Therapy Assistant Program. The second student is Darren Gilbert from the Respiratory Therapy Program.
Thank you, CJ, and congratulations, students. I now invite Kathy Engelhardt, Dean of Academic Affairs, who will present the Bernard A. King Award.
The Bernard A. King Award is given in memory of Bernard King, who led this college from 1973 to 1984. His dedication, enthusiasm, and commitment served as driving forces behind the growth and development of this institution. It is most fitting, then, that this award is presented for academic excellence, dedication, and sincerity, and is given to a degree-seeking student earning the highest grade point GPA at the Kennebec Valley Community College upon graduation. This year, the Associate Degree Bernard A. King Award is presented to a 2022 graduate from the Liberal Studies program, Matthew Vogel. This year, the Certificate Bernard A. King Award is presented to a 2022 graduate from the Electrical Line Worker Program, Colton Chubbuck.
The awarding of the Distinguished Alumni Award has become a tradition at KVCC. This award recognizes a graduate who has distinguished himself or herself in a chosen career. This year, we recognize Toby Bragdon, a 2012 graduate from our mental health program. I recall Toby's first day at KVCC. He was attending new student orientation, and we met in the campus center in King Hall. Toby stood in the corner, quietly looking for a place to sit, and he had that look on his face, that look I had seen so many times. Fear, apprehension, and what am I doing here? The truth is, Toby was right where he needed to be. Toby began his higher education journey in this program at KV, and since then has earned his bachelor's degree in mental health and human services from the University of Maine at Augusta, his Master of Education in Student Development in Higher Education from the University of Maine, and is currently working on his dissertation towards a PhD in higher education with a focus on instructional design and policy studies. Toby has been an adjunct faculty member at KVCC, has worked at the University of Maine, at Eastern Maine Community College, and currently is working at Central Maine Community College, where he serves as the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. He has dedicated his career to supporting community college transfer students at four-year institutions in the state of Maine, and is a testament to the power and the promise of our community college. It is my distinct honor to present the 2022 Distinguished Alumni Award to Toby Bragdon.
I'm ready. I am honored to be selected as this year's distinguished alumnus. Kennebec Valley Community College was the first place where I was able to explore my interests and really discover what I wanted out of my career. It was at KVCC, with the support from staff and faculty, that I found my love for education. I want to give a special shout out to Teresa Smith, Karen Normandin, or should I say President Normandin now, CJ McKenna, Kevin Richards, Mark Kavanaugh, and many more dedicated staff and faculty. Thank you, you made a difference. As a first-generation college student, I had no idea how significant the experiences that I had at KV would shape my career, my community interests, and my lifelong friendships. I hope all of you graduating today take a second to reflect on your experiences at KVCC and how those experiences and shared values of responsibility, integrity, and respect will forever shape the way you make meaning of the world around you. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Toby. At this time, I would like to invite Dean Engelhardt and Trustee Roosevelt to join me in recognizing the emeritus faculty. The emeritus status is an honorary title that recognizes the outstanding services and contributions of selected faculty and administrators of the Maine Community College system. On behalf of the MCCS Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to present the emeritus faculty status to two faculty who have each served this college. The first faculty member is Marcia Parker, past nursing department chair and faculty with over 38 years of service to KVCC. The second faculty member is Marjorie York, past business department chair and faculty member, and over 40 years of service to the college. I would ask Marcia and Marge to please join us. Well, the moment has arrived, the awarding of degrees to the graduating class of 2022. This is a wonderful tradition that celebrates the hard work and determination of our students. KVCC class of 2022, this is your day to be recognized as an academic, as a college graduate, and as someone who has the skills and the tools and the determination to be successful. I am deeply honored to be here today and to have the privilege to confer your degrees. At this time, I would ask Kathy Engelhardt, Dean of Academic Affairs, to come forward for the presentation of candidates.
To all the members of the class of 2022, let me offer my congratulations at this moment of completion and accomplishment. The faculty and staff have guided you on this journey that we are celebrating today. In recognition of this, would all of the faculty and staff of KVCC please stand and be recognized by the graduates and their guests. President Normandin, on the recommendation of the faculty of Kennebec Valley Community College and upon confirmation by the registrar, I commend to you these candidates have fulfilled the requirements necessary to receive their respective degrees or academic certificates.
Graduates, please stand. The faculty has recorded that you have completed the prescribed curriculum in your chosen field of study. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Maine Community College System, I confer upon you the academic credential which you have earned, the Associate in Arts degree, the Associate in Science degree, the Associate in Applied Science degree, and the academic certificate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated. I invite Kathy Engelhardt, Dean of Academic Affairs, and C.J. McKenna, Dean of Student Affairs, to join me in presenting the diplomas.
Craig Pellerin, Applied Electronics and Computer Technology. Jason Curtis. Gary Knowles. Patrick Aldridge. Shelby Lena LaBranche. Victoria Ward. Catherine Burrell. Nicole Clements. Kirsten Lee Gordon. Joy Lee Gushie. Sarah Polk. Nicholas Fennell. Augustus Gaia. Autumn Paris Star Cates. Kimberly Cherrier. Skylar Chipman. Whitney Damon. Thank you. Kirsten Fair. Thank you. Michaela Marr. Christina Marcello. Cassie McMullen. Heather Perry. No? You sure? Megan Reed. Megan Smith. Emily Walker. I think so. Brian Jonah. Victoria Terranova. Sandra Tibbetts. Amanda Weber. Cassidy Woodard. Ryan Bard. Braden Bragdon. Raymond Braun. Tucker Bullard. Colton Chubbuck. Leighton Gidney. Landon Hotham. Like the sunglasses. Adam Ogden. Josh Porter. Montana Susier. Michael Willett. Sean Zubrod. Kristen Wallaker. Oh. Sorry. Dakota Collins. Theodore Dodge. Charles Gillespie, Jr. Stephen Henry. Brooklyn Lambert. Thank you. Jordan LaCour. Micah Page. Adam Roderick. Carter Starbird. Alan Goodwin. Thank you. Beth Bacon. Cody Billings. Lords Charland. Brandy Corbin. Dylan James Hendricks. Tina Hogan. Tracy Pomeroy. You're welcome. Amy Pride. Price. I'm sorry, Amy Price. Matthew Stoltz. Jacob Suddy. Ava Tutel. Blake Lauren Dawes. Tabitha Rolfe. Sherry Powell Wilson. Hannah Chaput. Sarah Colantonio. Summer Curran. Kelsey Damon. Isabella Emerson. Michaela Furlan. Sierra Love Meservey. Kelly Stark. Matthew Vogel. Kelsey Adamson. Megan Jasmine Baker. Thank you. Melena Marie Benner. Jenna Marie Braley. Crystal Brown. Monica Heath. Loria LeBlanc. Aaliyah Luce. Paget Neto. Anne Marie Palmer. Cheyenne Petal. Hannah Irene Smith. Heather Williams. Alicia Barrett. Thank you. Lindsay Caverly. Hello again. Sarah Colley. Shayna Marquis. Jocelyn Rebar. Devin Silveria. Amanda Andrews. Kathy Bolya. Brianna Bickford. Kezia Cabral. Sierra Clyde. Kelly Fairfield. Catherine Falsetti. Amanda Francis. Randa Lee Gagney. Victoria Heiss. Julianne Howard. Brianne Karstens. Alexandra Lacombe. Caitlin Levitt. Cassandra Lester. Jessica Randall Toothaker. Madison St. Pierre. John C. Dawn Tobias. Jacob Osmar Wilson. Karen M. Gordon. Allison Leary. Carly McKeel. Kira Jean Wooten. Katina Marie Peavy. Noor Haider Al-Nasari. Stephanie Bach. Gwendolyn Davis. Chris Ellis. Ron Falco. Jesse Garrett. Sean Moore. Bethany Murphy. Sage Randall. Mackenzie Seward. Patrick Tibbetts. Nicholas Turcott. Daniel King. Cassandra LePage. Allison Pryor. Lisa Tibbetts. Hannah Atwood, Radiology Technology. Taylor Baker. Alexis Bloom. Michelle Boyce. Kylie Damon. Sky Lavoy. Molly McKenzie. Michelle Neville. David Sherman. Lindsay Soroyce. Paige Trask. Nicholas Bickford. Jeannie Blanchard. Jenna Buller. Stephanie Gerard. Darren Gilbert. Cheyenne Goodrich. Stormy Landry. Alexa Lincoln. Garrick Mattel. Melinda Zimmerman. Chase Allen. Adam Bonenfant. Edward Archer. Benjamin Bickford. Jenna Bickford. Logan Cloutier. Quincy Austin Howes Mosier. Nathaniel Mosier. Adrian O'Connell. Alicia Paulus. Matthew Robinson. Luke Roy. Sebastian Phoenix Rushing.
Congratulations, everyone. That was awesome. Yeah. Great. Before we close this afternoon, it probably is afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, almost. I wanted to take just a moment and ask you if you would, together with the faculty and staff and your family and friends, take a moment to think about the folks who are not with us this morning. You have classmates who are unable to be here for one reason or another, who are out hopefully in the virtual world, and they're streaming this and they're getting the chance to at least see commencement. But can we give them a round of applause so they know we're thinking of them? Thank you very much. I want to close today with just sharing a couple of really brief thoughts and my favorite Irish blessing. First, I want you to remember those who got you here today. Your partner, your children, a friend, a classmate, your parents, your grandparents, an aunt, an uncle, a neighbor. You get the picture. It takes a village sometimes, and I want you to find some time today to reach out to someone who supported you on this journey and say thank you. Second, I want you to know how honored we are that we have been able to walk this road with you. Thank you so much for choosing KVCC. And finally, I want you to stop by from time to time. Let us know how you're doing, what's going on in your life. You are now part of our community forever. So may love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's seasons bring the best to you and yours. Graduates, please stand. It is time to turn your tassels. All right, go for it. Woo! Yeah. Woo. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Enjoy the rest of your day with your family and friends. Take care.